welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Ash. Today I am doing a L Word video on the top 10 L Word moments and some of the worst from the original L Word series. I'm going to put a timestamp in the description so that if you just want to see the list, you can skip ahead. I'm only going to talk for a minute or two, but I just wanted to do a video, maybe put something out a little positive, because there's crazy things happening in the world today, and obviously certain places are being hit worse than others. Where I am, fortunately, I'm on a small island and we do not have any confirmed cases of COVID-19 yet. I'm sure it's coming, and I just want to tell all my viewers that please, yes, you may be young and healthy and everything, like I'm fortunate enough to be in the young-ish category, but just think of those older people. My nana is 99, she's 100 this year, and even some people's parents and everything. It doesn't cost anything to be safe. I am still going to work, but we've shut down all travel and things, and we may be starting to work from home soon. But going out, is it really so bad to stay at home? I just would like to implore anyone to be safe. I mean, wash your hands, we've been told by every single government in the world a million times. And don't be an idiot when it comes to panic buying all these things. You do not need 50 rolls of toilet paper, which I still don't understand what people are doing with the toilet paper. Just wash your hands and don't go out somewhere if you don't need to. There's no point going to bars this weekend. Okay, it's St. Patrick's Day, but I mean, it's easier for me to say I don't drink at all. But I know that's a big social thing for some people, but this isn't going to last forever. Just stay safe, wash your hands, think of older people, think of what you can do to help. If you do have 50 rolls of toilet paper, maybe drop some off for donations, drop some off even to friends, family, help anyone out you can, especially people with, if they start to close down schools. A lot of my American friends are now in the situation where they still have to work, but their kids are off of school. So if there's anything you can do to help anyone, please do. And I mean, we're all going to be working from home soon, I think, or people will be off sick. It's a great opportunity to binge watch some shows, see some movies you want to see. So try and look at it in any good way you possibly can. Come to my channel and I will try and put as many videos up as possible for you guys. And if there's anything you want to see, just let me know down in the comments. So housekeeping and general rambling about the coronavirus over, and onto the L Word. So I have made a list of the top 10 moments from the OG show, and I also did start off with a worst of list, but I'll get to that in a minute. So my top 10 L Word moment is season 3, Shane and Carmen, when Carmen does that dance for Shane and she's got the stockings on and Shane's smoking and she's got one of those wife beaters on that for some reason when the show came out, I was 18, 19, 20 and everybody wore wife beaters for some reason, like under everything, and PJs and stuff. I don't notice it so much anymore, but I remember having a lot of them. And I was a manager at American Eagle when I was in university, before I was 21 and became a bartender. And I remember like every single season we got wife beaters in a million colors, and I think I had every single one because we got an amazing discount at American Eagle. But that is definitely one of the top moments from the L Word. Number 9 is actually from the last episode of the L Word, where Bet proposes to Tina, and they have that really nice last scene where when they've done the renovation in the house. I do really like the scene with them earlier in the day when they're talking about Wheezy, and Bet says to Tina, she's like, she knows she's a dyke, right? And Tina's like, oh, she's a yikes. I thought that was really funny too. But that is one of my favourite scenes of the whole show, and one of the best Bet and Tina scenes too. Number 8 is Bet and Tina again. This list is going to be heavily saturated with that. I'm just warning you now. I've used this in the last 2 videos because it's one of my favorite scenes. It's Bet and Tina when they dance at the Les Girls rap party in the season 5 finale. And I just think it's a really nice scene, and the chemistry between them, and when the like Alice and everyone is talking about them saying they belong together, it's just such a nice scene. But it's also, after all the drama of all the seasons and then the cheating and Jodie and they're back together and everything is right, like, kind of wish sometimes the show ended there and we didn't get season 6. But yeah, it's obviously I want more seasons of the show, but I really like that episode in general was a good finale, and them dancing is just great, even down to the point where the Bev and Nina from Les Girls like points them out dancing on the dance floor, so it's really nice. Number 7, this is in there because I thought it was one of the funnier scenes. It's when they have the basketball game with Poppy and her friends, and Bet is just like a ruthless, competitive, type A maniac, which I'm exactly that same way when I play sports. And Poppy's like calling her like, oh, Rodeo Drive, and Kit is really funny in that scene too, when she's got the sneakers on that are like 3 sizes too small for her. But everything about those couple of basketball scenes was hilarious, so funny.
Number 6 is a surprising another appearance for season 6 on the list, but it's where Alice finds out about Shane and Jenny, and they have that great scene where Alice is sending text messages and it shows like everyone's reaction. Bet's laugh throughout that whole scene is just fantastic, and the way they've cut everything, it's such a funny scene, and the audience definitely agrees with the way everyone is reacting. Bet's laugh is what makes that scene too. It's so brilliant and funny.
Number 5 is the Dana and Alice doorstep hookup scene when they start getting together. I really like the scene. It's really nice. Alice and Dana, both great characters, and I think this is something that a lot of people wanted for a long time, and there was a lot of build up that we finally got the big payoff, so that was really great. Number 4 is another one that's in there because it's pretty funny. I think these couple of scenes, you can look at these scenes and see where the magic of Generation Q has come from. It's where Bet and Shane and Alice go and steal the 17 Reasons Why sign for Jodie, even though it's for Jodie, it kills me to put that in there. But all breaking in, getting the sign, everything about it was just so funny. And personally, I think that they bring so much of their characters and their relationship and friendship to Generation Q that I think if you picked another 3, that it may not have worked so well. But Shane, Alice, and Bet just have always had that great chemistry on screen, and it's just hilarious too, the scene. Before I go on to the top 3, which I will warn you now are all Bet and Tina related, I wanted to talk about the worst moments on the L Word. And I started writing my list, and obviously as number 1 I was gonna have Dana dies for no rhyme or reason, and just everything about that. I think that bugs every single person in the L Word community. I've never met anyone who watches the show that wasn't like passionately angry about it. I also had Shane leaves Carmen at the altar. I had Tina, leaves Bet and goes off with Henry, and Bet and Tina split up. So I started writing these down and I was like, this is basically just season 3. So I'm gonna say the worst moment of the L Word was season 3, because everything about that season, I can't even really think of any great positives from it. Everything about that season was a mess. We got Carmen. That's probably one of the good things about season 3. But even going back and watching their relationship sometimes now, the whole thing with her and Jenny. But yeah, season 3, disaster. The only other thing I put on the list that wasn't in season 3 was about the show ending and we didn't know who killed Jenny. So that season 3 is the worst moment of for the L Word. Back to the top 3 scenes. I have number 3 is, it's technically 2 scenes, but it's from the same episode. The episode, I believe it's called Looking at You Kid, where Tina comes over and Bet's making the stir fry and she says, Bet, turn around. We know what happens then. And I love the second half of the episode where they both go separately to Phyllis's party and Bet kind of says to Tina, do you want to get out of here? And they go back to Tina's apartment. She has that cool teapot. And yeah, the scene is super awesome, super hot, everything about it. But the thing that I like the most is when they wake up and it's like 4 in the morning or something. Actually, I think it's 4:03. That's how bad it's branded in my brain. And when Bet sits up, she's facing the camera and her back is to Tina, but she like mouths the words I love you, and I just that just killed my heart. It was just so cute and so Bet, because she cannot be vulnerable and damaged in front of people. Someone in one of my L Word groups was talking about how Bet practically cries every time she kisses someone new. It's not something I'd ever noticed before, but it's very true. So those 2 scenes, the Bet and Tina stir fry, and later on at Tina's apartment, definitely number 3 all-time L Word moment for me. Number 2, I think a lot of people are gonna agree with this one. I asked on my channel the other day in my community section if there was any scenes that people wanted to recommend, and this one came up a few times, was the elevator scene, also in season 5. It's in the title called Liquid Heat, and Bet and Tina get stuck in the elevator. They do like a pretend therapy session with Dan Foxworthy and are very open with each other. And you know, Bet has the great line of, it doesn't feel like an affair, it feels like I'm coming home. And they have a very hot scene in the elevator afterwards, but everything about it. I even love Bet's outfit in that episode, and Tina's dress. I have a dress and Bet's outfit like super similar that purposely I got because I liked both of them so much in that episode. But great scene, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree. It actually was going to be the number 1 scene, but I fought with myself between the top 3, and I had to put this at number 1 because after the crap of season 3 and then season 4 with Jodie and all that, and Tina was with Henry, and then that mess, and we also had just gone through a lot of stuff in the past 2 seasons, and everybody was thinking like, Bet's with Jodie now and she's happy with her, and Tina's going out on dates with these other people, like there's nothing happening. In episode 4, they go to the opening of She Bar. Bet goes back trying to find Shane, and Tina's sitting in the back of the like VIP part alone, and as Tina gets up to go, Bet grabs her and kissed her, and that to me is the best moment of the L Word. I also had a personal reason for putting this, because when this episode or season was airing, I was going through a really bad breakup with the first person I ever loved, and I thought my heart was going to be broken forever. But I remember watching this scene and just, it made me so happy to see it. And I don't know, I rewatch the scene sometimes if I've had a bad day or just anything, and it gives me that little boost. But everything about it, I've mentioned this before in videos before, that Jennifer Beals actually improvised like the crying, and I relate to that so much. Everything about it was perfect. The song is amazing. Brilliant. So for me, that is without a doubt the top scene in the L Word. I hope that there's some people who agree with me, but let me know down in the comments, did I miss any of your favorite scenes out? Is there any that I totally missed off? Was it too Valentina centric? Let me know all your guys' thoughts, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is the.ash.silver. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button, it will tell you every time that I post a new video. And make sure to check out my community page too. I'm pretty active on that. Lots of messages and pictures and things. And as I said in the beginning of the video, please stay vigilant, guys. Stay safe. Wash your hands. If you don't need to go out, don't go out. But don't panic is the main thing. Do as the British always say and keep calm and carry on. But just stay safe. That's the most important thing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.